Hey guys, welcome back to the Nerdy Thrifter. My name is Tara Dawn and I'm the Nerdy Thrifter. Today we are going to be doing a very late what sold video for January of 2020. Now we are halfway through February of 2020, so I'm like 2 weeks late on this one, but I figure most of you guys are going to be watching this in retrospect, so I feel like we're okay. I feel like we're fine. You're not going to hate me. It's fine. So in order to not spend the next 3 hours on a video showing you what sold, I'm going to show you my top 10 sales of last month. January was an interesting month. December was absolutely bat crap crazy.
Call me crazy one more time. Cuckoo.
So I kind of slacked a little bit when it came to January. We were still doing some late celebrations. We were having some family celebrations that had nothing to do with the holidays. Things were just a bit nuts. As much as I tell you that you need to list something every day, I did not list something every day, and it showed. The only reason we actually hit the same rough sales goal as we have in the past is because we ended up with one huge sale towards the end of January, and that kind of saved my ass. So I'm gonna stop teasing you and let's go on ahead and jump into what sold in January of 2020. So like any good countdown, we're gonna start at number 10, and in case you don't know what you're looking at right now, you're looking at my Airtable. You guys can grab training for my Airtable in the link below, but essentially what Airtable is, it is a free platform that pretty much allows you to document any kind of data that you need. So you can see in my Airtable, I've got my titles, I've got my listing numbers, I've got the date it listed, and then I have the description. And I keep that description because when I cross post onto other platforms, it's so much easier just to have it all in one easy place. I've got all of the images that I've taken. Again, it makes cross posting really easy. And the notes section is usually where I'll put any kind of listings that I find online that are similar to my own that I can use when I am describing my listing coming up. And then I've got purchase cost, sell price, fees and taxes, profits, sell date, month sold. Month sold is important because that is how I figure out what are the top sellers in January. I've got all of the links to where it is posted. That means that when it sells on one platform, it is super easy to delete from other platforms. And then I also have where I sold it through, if it's paid or pending, which that was more applicable when I was using Facebook Marketplace. And then I also have its location. Dalmatian hamburger, maybe kind of a weird code word, but it actually makes sense. I have Lisa Frank stickers on all of my organization boxes, and it just so happens that one of the stickers is a Dalmatian with a hamburger. That's that explanation. In any case, you can get a full training. You can get access to all of my spreadsheets from 2019 onward. By access, I mean you can literally pull my spreadsheets into your own system. That way you can easily just plug in your own information. So the link for that is below. All right, so I'm gonna stop gabbing. Let's go on ahead and jump right in. The 10th thing that sold, and this is the 10th highest priced item that sold, you can tell. This tells you how abysmal my January was. The 10th bestseller was a 1999 Coca-Cola International American Buffalo Beanie Baby. So this was a Coca-Cola limited edition Beanie Baby.
What, Vanessa, catch something?
Teeny weeny babyitis.
Generally speaking, I'm gonna tell you right now, stay away from Beanie Babies. They still don't sell. You can probably get $5 to $10 for each one if it's still got its tag and it's in good condition. That's essentially what I got for this one. But I had picked this one up with a whole bunch of other stuffed animals. Actually, go back and look at my last haul post. I'll plug that in right here. If you go back and you look at my last haul, you'll see that I picked up a ton of stuffed animals that were vintage. This one was one of them that was included. Based on his pictures, he's still got his Coca-Cola tag. He's really quite cute. You can see that this little guy is actually holding a little miniature Coca-Cola bottle. He was in mint condition. He was the American Tatonka.
Why don't you drive a Tonka?
But he's the American buffalo. It's $19.99. In his collection, you can pick up different various animals from Antarctica and China and Japan, so you can kind of collect animals from all over the world. So this is still a pretty collectible one, because if you started that collection, this is a good one to add to it. I got him for $1.45, which is a very weird price. I don't know why I got him for $1.45. I know why. So when I go to yard sales, essentially what I do is, instead of keeping track of what I'm paying for each individual item, I tally up the cost of the day at the end of the day, and then I divide it by the number of items, and that's how I ended up with this price. Somewhere along the line, I paid 50 cents for something, 25 cents for something, and it kind of added up to $1.45 when everything was divided. I sold him for $27.01. That does include shipping, plus any fees and taxes, and I sold this guy on eBay. So shipping plus any fees and taxes on eBay are $3.09. Now, the way I do fees and taxes on eBay are a little bit different. I will actually take the fees and taxes and add those into a separate column at the end of the month. So really, this just includes shipping. It costs $3.09 to ship him on eBay. So when I subtract the fees and the taxes from the $27.01, I made a profit of $22.27 on this guy, which is a pretty darn good profit actually for a Beanie Baby. So someone wanted to finish up their collection. I sold him on January 14th, deleted him across the board, shipped him off. Number 9 for our January countdown was an adorable 1960s wooden duck pull toy. I got him from Value Village, and he didn't have his string. You can see he's got a little metal hook for a string. He did not have that. Super easy to replace, but he's just a really cool cartoon duck on wooden wheels. So I got him for $1.59, sold him for $29.25, and with shipping and handling plus any fees, that was $4.33. He was very light, and $23.33 was my profit, and I sold him on eBay as well. So again, this is just shipping. This is not any of the fees that I would have accrued on eBay. That'll be added in at the end of the month. So one of the other things that I sold that I was really excited to sell because she was so big and so bulky was the Miss Claus Fiber Craft doll. So it's not that I don't recommend picking these up. They have to be in really good condition and you have to be ready to hang on to them for just a little bit. So she was just a really tall, beautifully made doll, but she had little booties. Her hair was in great condition. You just had to kind of fluff her bangs up. Beautiful Mrs. Claus. I definitely sold her. I got her for $2.39, so that was a steal. There was a Mr. Claus there, but he was in rough condition. So I sold her for $37.45. Fees and taxes were $11.31, and I made a profit of $23.75. She sold on Etsy. Number 7 in our countdown is a 1979 FTD dog flower vase, and what is so funny, I fell in love with this guy when I picked him up at a Value Village, and literally 2 weeks ago, my mother-in-law pulled one out from underneath her cabinet and said, "Isn't he the cutest?" I was like, yeah, yes, I would agree. She had a pink one. This is just an FTD dog flower vase. FTD is generally not great to pick up. Almost all of their stuff is modern, but occasionally you can find something from the 70s or 80s and they're really kitsch or cool looking. So keep an eye on FTD, but they usually don't go for a whole lot and you have to find something kind of unique. But this was an FTD vase made in 1979, an absolutely adorable little green flower vase with a little flower painted on his belly, and the flowers kind of make hair, which I just thought was absolutely freaking adorable. So I got him for $3.99. I sold him for $38. There was fees and taxes of $7.99, and I made a profit of $25.82 on that guy. And he sold through eBay. Number 6 on our list, guys, and it happens every single month. I sell something that I inevitably regret letting go. I am so sad, but she was so excited when she purchased it. I was literally 24 hours away of just taking it down because I kind of wanted to keep it. This was a mint condition, literally mint condition 1985 Care Bear Cousins metal tin lunchbox. It originally had a thermos that has been lost to the ages of time. It was just a really beautiful Care Bear Cousins lunchbox. I grabbed it for $3.99, sold it for $37.63. Fees and taxes on this one were $7.44. I made a profit of $26.20. And he sold on Etsy. This is something that I've had for a long time. I honestly thought it was gonna sell a lot faster and for a lot more. Disney is a fickle, fickle beast.
If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
So this was a fairly rare 1940s Disney Thumper figurine. I found comps for him online between $60 and $40, so I listed him at the higher end, which is what I generally do. I did slowly lower him over time. One of the reasons I recommend listing things at the higher end is, first off, you're not selling everything on eBay. Yeah, things go for cheaper on eBay, but people are still using higher end platforms like Etsy and Mercari. They're willing to pay just a little bit more for that kind of boutique experience. So when I list something, I actually tend to list with the comps on Etsy, not eBay. I know that people say if you don't check out the comps on eBay, it's not going to sell because you're going to be priced too high. That is not true. People are not doing as much price shopping as you think they are. Generally speaking, they're probably going to just find what they want, look at the reviews of your shop, and get it. It's an impulse buy. A lot of what we sell are impulse buys. So what I recommend you do is list everything at a fair price, but list it with a higher end comp. A higher end comp will also give you the opportunity to offer sales and lower your price later on down the road. If you're offering something at an eBay comp of $20 and then you decide to offer a sale next time, you're probably going to offer a sale of around $15 or $14. You're losing a huge profit on that. So I recommend, personally, you can do it either way you feel comfortable, but I recommend using comps for a higher end platform like Etsy. All right, let's get back to Thumper. So he was absolutely beautiful. He's going to make someone's day so much happier. He's already making someone's day so much happier. So I ended up selling him for $41.32 at the lower end of that $40 to $60 comp that we were talking about, and that included shipping. So he was actually probably more like $35 or $36. I got him for $5.99 at a Goodwill. Fees and taxes were $6.71. So yeah, about 35 bucks is what he sold for. I made a profit of $28.22. So that's not bad, taking $5.99 and turning it into almost $30. Not too shabby. And he sold through Etsy. Number 4 on the list. I loved this and I was hoping it was gonna sell for a little bit more, but it still did really, really well. The only reason I kind of cringed when I bought it was because it was in the collectibles section of Goodwill. And if you guys are unfamiliar with the collectibles section in Goodwill, they usually overprice items. So it was a little bit expensive, but the comps online were pretty darn good. So this was an antique French iron door knocker, probably from the turn of the century. They do make replicas of these, but this one was original. He literally is an iron door knocker, most likely from New Orleans, from that kind of an area, most likely. So you can see he just had 2 huge screws. I will be honest, I don't know how he works, because I feel like these screws are longer than a door is wide. Maybe not. Maybe it's just a really freaking big door. I don't know. Either way, the person was really excited to get it, so hopefully they're finding a use for it. Hopefully their thick door now has a really thick knocker. That sounded bad. So you can see I got him for $14.99. I didn't have a coupon. There wasn't a sale going on that day. There almost never is a sale for collectibles. So $14.99 was the cost that I got him for. I sold him for $64.60. I've seen these go for anywhere between $60 and $100 online. So I think I probably offered a sale on this, and it was $64.60 was the total with shipping and handling. He was very heavy. So $16.28 was shipping, and I made a profit of $33.33. Generally speaking, if I can make a profit of $30 on my products, I'm very, very happy. He sold on Etsy. All right, guys, we are getting into the top 3 sales of January 2020. Here we go. I've had this one for a long time. I bought this as kind of a learning experience. I didn't know what elfinware was. I knew what Capodimonte was. I knew what lattice was. I did not know what elfinware was. So if you don't know what elfinware is, it is just really tiny, itty bitty porcelain flowers. They're very tiny. It's very rare to find one of these unbroken or a petal unbroken. So they're really collectible if they're unbroken. This one did have 2 little chips and 2 flowers, but the 2 flowers were kind of hidden, so you didn't really see them unless you were really looking under other flowers. And I did disclose that in the listing. So I got this beautiful little porcelain basket for $2.99. He sold for $47.86. I paid $7.61 in fees, taxes, and shipping. And so I made a profit of $37.26 on this one. And it sold on Etsy. Top 2, baby! This one was a vintage pink Art Deco lamp. I have been trying to sell this forever. So it was just a beautiful 1920s, it's gorgeous. It was a beautiful 1920s glass lamp that hangs upside down on a ceiling, kind of like in a foyer, whatever you want to call it. I got this for $10. I got it because it was beautiful. I did find identical pieces online from authentic 1920s resellers who said this was a 1920s reverse painted glass Art Deco lamp. So I got it for $9.99, sold it for $73.31. More notably, I was super excited just to get it out of the house. It takes up a lot of space in my bin. It had fees and taxes of $21.18. It was kind of heavy, so I probably shipped this ground and it was just really heavy to ship. Profit was $41.74. Not too shabby. So I sold this through Etsy. And guys, this might actually be the biggest sale I've ever had. This was 2 mid-century MCM Danish modern side tables. They were my husband's grandmother who passed away in 2019. We were cleaning out the house. I was cleaning out the dishware and things like that, and I look over store and I saw these beautiful, just beautiful triangle mid-century, obviously mid-century modern tables. And they were by a company called Ducks. And I've never heard of this company. I don't understand furniture as well as other people. I just knew that they were beautiful and mid-century. But these, I looked up the company, and on average, their side tables go for anywhere between $200 in okay condition to well over $600, depending on size. These were in okay condition. They had some water stains on them. They had, you know, my husband and his sister did a little damage in their childhood to these, unfortunately. There were a couple of areas where they were obviously colored and drawn on. They weren't as pristine as they could have been, but I actually sold them on eBay. So the woman came and picked them up, and they sold for, drumroll please, $400. So I went on ahead, I had them listed for $600. She offered $400 for the pair. I said absolutely. And she came to pick them up, which means I didn't have to pay shipping and handling on those. So it was $0 purchase cost, $400 sales price, fees and taxes of $0, profit of $400. And again, that doesn't include what eBay took out of it, which is something that I include at the very end of the month. So the way I do my fees are, I have my Etsy listing fees, which were $28.80. And then again, I didn't list a whole lot last month. That number is usually just a little bit higher. My eBay fees are generally from the previous month. My eBay fees for December were $33.13. My eBay fees for January will be listed in the February What Solds, which I can tell you right now, they're already substantially higher. We're already past $100 in eBay fees. Taking a look at the final numbers, we spent around $135.34 on all of the items that sold. We sold them for $995.57 after all of the fees and taxes. So this is a net profit. You can see right here that the sell price for all of the items was $1,463.49. And then after the fees and taxes, we had the net profit of $995.57. So it was a pretty good month. All of those profits were pretty small compared to that $400 profit at the very end. And you can see we didn't make that until the 21st. We had a little over a week to go left in the month when we made that sale. And so I was a little bit on edge. Again, when you have a terrible month, it's super easy to blame Etsy. It's super easy to blame eBay and to say that their algorithms are changing and things are screwing up. But really what you have to do is take a look at your habits. What have you done or not done recently that's changed from your last big month? I know in December, I was listing and shipping. I was hyper focused on this business. And in January, I wasn't listing. I wasn't telling eBay and I wasn't telling Etsy and I wasn't telling Mercari that I was invested 100% in my store. And if you're going to be making sales, that is literally all that they ask of you. If you can list 5 items in every store every day, which if you're using an Airtable spreadsheet or something similar is really easy because you've got the images and you've got your description right there. It's copy and paste system. So if you can focus on that, then you are going to do really well. So that being said, I think this is wrapped up. So I hope you guys are going to join me on my next video. The next video that we have coming out is going to be a haul video, and God, it's a good one. So definitely swing back by and check that out next week. Make sure you're checking out that end screen for a video that YouTube thinks is perfect for you. And also, if you have any questions, comments, or reviews of the things that I'm doing, feel free to put those in the comments below. And also give this video a thumbs up if you're liking the content. Please give it a thumb up if you like the content. It's just one thumb. You can keep your other thumb. Just one thumb up the content. That was also very dirty. And of course, it should go without saying, if you really like what I'm doing right now, click that subscribe button. This button, this little one that just into the little screen right there. Click that one. I would love to see you back next. And I am done. Bye.